Hey guys, and good afternoon. Welcome back and thanks for watching. Guys, I'm so excited because we have a lot of pre-records coming your way. And at first I didn't think that we would have a hot, messy topics, but we have enough. So we will be back tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern for subscribers only live chat. So if you guys aren't subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to smash that notification bell and hit that like button. And also, well, as of right now, that's not what we're back to talk about. We're back to talk about the fact that Vanderpump Rules star Scheana Marie has confirmed that she spoke with Brock Davies, her fiance's ex, and she gives a new update on the child support. Now, we've been following this story on season 9 of Vanderpump Rules, and it's been a shit show. And one of the main storylines, because we found out that Brock Davies caught a domestic violence charge and hasn't seen his children in 4 years. Lala Kent took it upon herself to share that information with the rest of the cast, which spiraled into, well, what it is today, which is a storyline, and the rest is history. Well, at least until next week and until next Tuesday. But with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so it looks like Brock Davies' relationship with his ex-wife is far from being fixed, and thanks to Radar Online for sharing this information. But with the help from his fiancée, Scheana Marie, the former couple recently had a very important conversation. Now, Brock is continuing to face criticism from his castmates, especially Lala Kent, who deemed him as dangerous and also deemed Scheana as dangerous. Lala felt like because Brock had a domestic violence charge and because he hasn't seen his other 2 children in 4 years, she was like, wait a minute, now I'm concerned for you. Because as a friend, if he did this to his other family, how do we know he's not going to do this to you and Summer Moon? But I feel like this friend word, I honestly, it's kind of annoying because she went on Zach Peters' podcast. We love Zach over here. Went on Zach's podcast and just trashed Scheana, said that she doesn't want anything to do with her. They're not friends. They're in 2 totally different lanes. But now all of a sudden you're concerned for her and you're raising awareness to this charge that Brock Davies caught 10 years ago, which, mind you, a domestic violence charge is huge. And if you did do it, you should own up to it. But it was 10 years ago, and I didn't feel like it was Lala's story to tell. I feel like that was a story for either, Scheana and Brock to tell, or for Lisa to kind of pull out of them, because production does its due diligence and it looks into every single person who is being casted onto the show. I honestly, at the end of the day, I don't think this was news to anyone, but Lala is wanting Brock to own it, to be able to share it. And she's like, wait a minute, you're on this public platform. We all have to share we all have to talk about it. What makes you any different? And Scheana and Brock were not happy about that. Well, it seems like Scheana had a very long FaceTime with Brock and his ex-wife, and during which she demanded that Brock listen to the thoughts of his ex-spouse, who recently admitted to slapping her, and he wasn't letting her be heard. And Scheana was like, no, you need to listen to her. Scheana actually told Us Weekly, we had a very long FaceTime with her where I told him, you just need to shut up and let her talk because she just needs to be heard. I listened, and I'm a very empathetic person. I understood where she was coming from. But she said, I couldn't imagine what she had been through. I know that they were both young and in a very tumultuous relationship, and it was better that they did separate. But just from a woman's point of view, I was like, you really need to look at it from her perspective and not just how you're feeling. Now, although Brock did say he needed more to be done, there needs to be more growth that would need to occur in their already strained relationship, he hopes that it will be eventually better with time. We know that as of right now, he's not allowed to see his children. And Brock did share with us on Vanderpump Rules that he moved to the United States to be able to provide a better life for his family. So that's what he's saying that he's doing right now. But we heard that we heard from him on the show that he was behind in child support. And until he pays the child support, that his ex-wife is not going to let him see his kids. It's just that simple. And when they're talking about this child support, it was said that it just came with stipulations. And it was like, if you can prove to me that you can do this, then we'll take the next step. That was the child support Brock was letting us know about. So for me, my one goal was to knock off the child support before the end of the Vanderpump Rules season, before it finished and gets everything out. It wasn't easy to do, but we're nearly there. So he's working on it. He's chipping away. And when he came on Watch What Happens Live with Scheana, he did admit it's not all paid, but we're almost there. As he gets caught up on his child support responsibilities, Brock looks forward to the day he reunites with his son Eli and his daughter Winter, but he acknowledges that will only happen if the kids are on board. He also said on the show that right now they have a stepdad and he doesn't want to interfere with the relationship between them and the stepdad. It almost seems like he's kind of taking himself out of the situation and like, listen, I know I'm far away. I don't need to jump on a call. They already have a father figure. I don't want to interfere with that. And I can see why some of the cast members would raise their eyebrows like, wait a minute, these are still your children. You need to be a part of their lives in some capacity. You can't just, okay, well, here, I helped create them. I don't want to mess anything up. I'll help pay child support, but I don't want to be a part of their lives. It's giving us very Carter vibes, Paris's new husband with his 9-year-old love child that we didn't know about. And I don't mean love child disrespectfully. That I'm saying like a child that he helped conceive, helped bring into this world. And now he just pays this woman, I believe her name is Laura or Lauren. He just pays her child support, but he doesn't want to see the daughter allegedly, which is terrible. And she said that all her 9-year-old daughter wants is to have a father in her life. So it just breaks my heart for them. But as he gets caught up on his child support responsibilities. But Brock did note the biggest thing for me is kind of like reminding everybody that these are two little minds that have a stepdad that is there. He's been a dad since Winter was born and Eli was 4, and he has been, you know, a big part of their lives. You don't hear that side of it on the show when the kids are involved. All right. Well, he did, you know, talk about filming and Vanderpump Rules and what this was like. And he said, I kind of put myself in these positions. I was open about my past and I was okay talking about it. That led to a lot of reflection. I think I didn't really understand much of it until I actually talked about it on screen. This season has definitely been a roller coaster for me. I've gone through a lot of emotions and you've seen them all, that's for sure. But I think at the end of it, as long as it keeps me accountable, then I know that I'm not going to go back and do that ever again. Guys, my big question for you as we're watching, if you're watching, well, that's the question. Are you watching Vanderpump Rules season 9? Jason and I recap it every Wednesday on his channel. We do a live and it's been getting a lot of great traction. It's honestly been an interesting conversation. And while I agree with Jason that this is the farewell season, I will still continue to watch because I want to see what happens. And I want to see, you know, what are the ratings reflecting? The ratings haven't been great, but honestly, Jason and I smell a spinoff. We already talked about it. All right. Well, with that, guys, if you haven't already, go ahead, comment below. What do you think about this conversation between Scheana, Brock, and his ex? What do you think about this child support mishap? How do you feel about the storyline? Well, give me all of your thoughts, unfiltered opinions. And don't forget that we're going live tonight for Hot Messy Topics at 6 p.m. Eastern. So if you guys are around, well, join the live chat. It's a subscribers only live. So call in, give us your unfiltered opinions. And before you go, don't forget to smash that like button and hit that notification bell. With that, we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.